Rochdale Mayfield side just taking up their position.
I think we're going to be having a minute's silence here, so this in remembrance of Cliff Tamu, who we spoke about on our show on Wednesday. A vastly experienced and much missed referee and coach. So we'll join you with commentary after this minute's silence. God bless you, Jimmy. A perfectly observed minute's silence there, and so much respect for Cliff Tamu.
Yeah, I think we said on Wednesday about the amount of clubs that sort of got onto Twitter, etc., and sort of passed on their condolences. Was unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
So seconds away from the start of the season, the start of the National Conference League 2025. It's the Premier Division, it's Waterhead, it's Mayfield. So Keegan Brennan kicks us off. It's caught on the full by Waterhead, and straight away they launch an attack from deep, driven over that 20-metre mark. Cole Connolly slots into dummy half. He'll look to his right hand side, picks up a runner there in Jordan Parr, who swapped the ball back for Harrison Chappell to charge at the defence, just on the edge of that 20-metre line. Billy Pirovzan wins a penalty for his side.
The referee said he was going in with the shoulder. So first penalty to Mayfield.
It's just less than a minute in, really, when the first penalty comes, and it goes the way of the Rochdale Mayfield side. And because of where we're situated, it is a public park that is behind us. Nobody really wants to kick the ball because we'd never get it back.
Dogs chasing after it.
It's Ben Metcalf charging forward for Mayfield. He breaks the first tackle, rolled over on his back, however, by Holland. Also helping out was Owen. Moved into the middle of the field with right to Devlin Long. Devlin Long throws a dummy, surges on at the defence. He stopped just 35 metres away from his own line. He's crawling his way forward almost to that 40-metre mark and halfway actually. And then Cole Connolly slips it out to the right hand side. Good link-up play, and Mayfield put down, and that's the error. It's been forced. And it's Tim Bridge who's come up with the tackle that has forced the ball out of the play. And got to say, that was really stern defence from the Australian over on that left-hand centre, wasn't it?
Well, certainly. Make your mark in the first 2 minutes. That's not too bad at all, Parky, is it?
Definitely not. So it's going to be a scrum, head and feed to Waterhead. Early stages of this one, it's a local derby. It's one that we've all been waiting for. As soon as the fixtures got released in December, I was looking and thinking, what would be a great way for us to start our season. And I couldn't think of anywhere better, to be honest, Steve.
No, beautiful. The weather's great. Pitch a little bit heavy in parts, but nevertheless, it's still pretty good.
Strong run by Bridge on that left-hand side. He'll play it to Perks. Perks picks up the run in there of Rhys Smethurst. And the Scottish Youth International manages to make a couple of extra metres. He did represent the England Community Lions as a 16-year-old as well, but plays that ball to Perks. Perks feeds it to Joy. Joy slips that ball out. It was perfectly weighted.
Lovely weighted ball.
Charging through then was Niall Dean. It continues to move down this right-hand side. It's Hamilton, slips the net, gets through one, gets through two, almost gets through a third tackle. He's 20 metres away from the line, and that's where he'll play the ball. It comes in field to Owen. Owen works it across to Keegan Brennan. Brennan over the top for Bridge. Bridge dropping it back to his winger Harrison Dodd. Dodd couldn't take it in, unfortunately, but that's a let off for Mayfield.
Yeah,
they were on the charge there.
Yeah, the ball over here on this right hand side, moved swiftly through hands over to that far side, and as you're saying, Bridge got the ball in hands and just couldn't get that pass to stick to Harrison Dodd on the wing.
First real chance that I feel of the game, and it went the way of Waterhead, so it is turnover possession. It's going to be a scrum. There was no advantage. It's going to be a scrum 10 metres away from the Rochdale Mayfield line. The sun is streaming down here. Glorious, glorious afternoon. We could be in the middle of April.
We could.
I've stunned you into silence there with my weather predictions. Anyway, it comes out to Mayfield. Oh, did they go behind one of their own men there?
Yeah.
The referee's
given offside.
A penalty for offside against Waterhead. Yeah,
I agree with you. Parky looked up, we run round the back of his own man.
I think there was a couple of players that were stood in front of the match official, but I do think that Mayfield can be quite fortunate there.
Yep.
So Cole Connolly takes an extra 10 metres. He'll tap this ball 10 metres in from touch. Long ball into the middle to Wright. Wright releases it. They've got a big pack, haven't they?
They have, yeah.
Physical.
Noticeable when they were warming up at the start, Parker.
So that was Pirovzan. Pirovzan plays it. Now it's switched out down that right hand side to Max Reisman, who was very impressive in a recent Challenge Cup game against Telford where he scored a hat-trick. Move back to the middle with Long. He really was challenging Harrison Chappell to run onto that. It was a flattest of flat balls, that one, and he's put down near the halfway line. Cole Connolly moves it left. It continues down this way. Metcalf offloads brilliantly. They're surging down the ground through Higgs. Higgs back on the infield to Wright. Right back to Higgs. Higgs cutting in, and he'll score the first try of the game. That was a beautiful movement which went fully 50 metres. What a superb bit of interplay there. It had Jack Wright's DNA all over it, and the man, Leon Higgs, is the man who finishes it.
Yeah, just short of 5 minutes on the clock, Parky, and lovely move down this left hand side. Great support, just managing to support each other really, really well. Cut back inside, and great try there from Higgs.
I like the fact that the standoff right was twice involved and never ever gave up, did he? And he kept pushing up and pushing up.
The right hand side of the Warriors defence pushed up a little bit too soon, and they managed to get in behind there, and obviously again, as I said, with the support, they were left wide open then, and obviously Hamilton, the fullback, had a lot to contend with, but Mayfield in the lead.
So they lead by 4 points to 0.
It's Jordan Parr lining up to take this conversion attempt.
Yeah, I've already praised him, so he's bound to miss it, isn't he?
About 10 yards, 15 yards to the left hand side of the post, Parker?
Yeah, he's took it back about 15 metres as well. We're just waiting for a kicking tee to arrive. Now he can set himself. Yeah, he was one of the main goal kickers last season as well for Mayfield, was Jordan Parr. So he's definitely one of those guys to look out for. He's playing full-back today, can also play on the wing and at centre, so he really is a versatile sort of performer, and just the sort of club guy that you do need when you're playing National Conference League, Premier Division Rugby League, which we are today. In swoops Parr, right-footed. It goes between those posts, and it's advanced the score to Waterhead 0, Mayfield 6.
Yeah, he's no problems with the wind there. It's at the moment it's dropped a little. It's just a breeze, but it picks up every now and then. You get a little bit of a swirl, but he put it right down the middle.
Yeah, you might be able to hear that on our microphones as well. But we'll do our best to keep things going. So Waterhead gets back underway again. It's a long restart. Wright was underneath it, and it's being charged right back by one of those big prop forwards. I think that's Billy Pirovzan. Pirovzan to stand and play it, 15 out from his own line. Oh, and then Chappell was really coming onto that like a steam train. Didn't make many metres. It was really good defence, to be fair, from Smethurst and Perks, but Mayfield quickly switching it down that right hand side. Waterhead going with them, coming up with the tackle. Keegan Brennan, the last man over the top. That'll just slowly play the ball down a little bit. Also involved there was Callum Cameron. Not going anywhere in that particular tackle then. With Mayfield still in behind their own 30-metre line. Cole Connolly will kick forward from dummy half. It's a decent kick as well.
Yeah.
A deep kick that'll bounce and bobble.
Good chase as well, Parky. Very good chase.
Trickles in behind Hamilton, he picks up. Now he's on the counter-attack and he's brought down with a copybook tackle right around the legs, to be fair, from Max Reisman. But Waterhead in possession, 25 metres out from their own line. First real chance we've got to seeing them. Obviously with a couple of penalties going their way as well. Mayfield have been dominating possession in these first 6 or 7 minutes of the contest. It's currently 6-0 in favour of Rochdale Mayfield. Perks turns this ball infield looking for Harrison Dodd. Dodd crosses that 40-metre line with great aplomb. Really did throw himself at the defensive line. Perks comes to this right hand side. Phil Joy, blockbusting run, almost 20 metres made downfield. He'll play it quickly to Perks, who sends it left, looking for Keegan Brennan, who puts a cultured kick in, and it's well taken off the bootstraps, to be fair, by Mayfield, who start the counter-attack just 10-15 metres out from their own line. The defence was good from Owen. And then tricky little bit of play there, to be fair, from Leon Higgs. He managed to get the ball away, and then Reisman is tackled. That causes a couple of shouts around us, but there's no penalty, and we play on. And Mayfield being held very well so far in this set by Waterhead Warriors. Cole Connolly at dummy half slings the ball to the left, right keeps it moving to Metcalf. Metcalf gets the arm free. They're down the ground again. This is Higgs. It was just palmed down by Jensen Hamilton. It's a try-saving play from Hamilton, that.
It certainly was, and it was exactly the same problem as last time, Parkhead. They pushed up really tight, and they just got in behind the back. Support was there again, but yeah, got to take your hat off there to Hamilton.
But for Hamilton's arm, that was a definite try for Jordan Parr. There was no one else.
No, I think he had about 3 or 4 players in support, so it was on the cards. It was only him making the right move and Hamilton getting in there and telegraphing things.
So Mayfield with this scrum, right feeds it. It's held at the base. Cole Connolly picks it up, slings it to Dev Long, who straightens things up, goes to the fullback. Parr just drifts across to the right hand side. Well marshalled towards that touchline by Bridge and by Brennan. Infield it comes, and it's a big charge from Perovzan again.
He's a big lad, isn't he?
He is a big lad. He's a right lump of a prop forward, isn't he? I wouldn't like to try and bring him down.
I'm glad you called him that, not me.
Forward comes Mills. Over that 20-metre line he goes, directly in centre field. Rochdale Mayfield, options both to the left and right of the ruck. It comes to the left with Wright, turns it in field for Chappell, who hits the ground quickly. The defence was pretty solid, to be fair, from Waterhead. A good challenge from Niall Dean. Across it comes to the right, flung across. It was juggled then. I think that's just taken a bit of a sting out of the attack, and as a result Mason Riley has got to, I suppose, lay off scraps, really. He comes about 10 metres in from touch, 20 metres out from the line. Last tackle has been reached.
Yeah, putting some pressure on here now. Long puts the ball to the air.
It's a solid kick, that one. I like that one. And then he bounces back. All on, waves the match official. And here's Reisman going for the corner. The defence has just about met him. He stopped about 5 metres out. More pressure coming up.
Really under the pump here now, Warriors.
Long to right, then Chappell bouncing through the challenges. Big run from Chappell. Huge run from Chappell. He's put down right in front of the posts. Just wrestled down there by Hamilton and Joy. Now to the left is Wright. Wright goes over the top. It's played at by Waterhead, who then shuffled the ball dead. It's going to be a drop out from under the post, is it? Yes, it is.
Yeah. Under some real pressure here, Parky. I think this will be the third set that they will have faced on the trot.
To be fair, he's ruling a scrum here. I thought that had been shuffled dead. So unless he's ruling the earlier knock on and nudge down by Waterhead in the first place, because they did disrupt the pass, didn't they?
Still Rochdale's head and feed. So
we've been going for how long, Steve?
We've been going for just over 12.5 minutes.
If you're just joining us, it was a 5th minute opener for Mayfield. Higgs going over, Parr kicking the goal as well. We've got a stoppage in centre field Really struggling there is Harrison Chappell. Tell you what, he came onto. I've said it a couple of times, but he runs onto this ball like he's a train, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's got some power behind him, certainly has.
So he'll now take his place in the scrum after receiving a bit of medical attention, and Wright will feed it for Mayfield. Connolly comes down this left hand side, takes it on his own. Oh, he's too big and too strong. They're holding him up. He's offloaded for Wright. Nowhere to go for him, but he feeds it into Perovzan. Perovzan is all tackled, all held. Good defence there from Hamilton, who moved up just to stop him. One of three brave Waterhead players. Big challenge coming in at Metcalf. What a hit that was. Brilliant from Mitch Birch.
Got to say big raps there, because as we were saying, under some pressure, and they've backs to the wall, stood that pressure, put the force on that caused Rochdale to drop that ball.
That was a massive challenge. It was much needed from a Waterhead point of view. Mitch Birch, he came in, he didn't miss it.
And that's what was needed at the end of the day.
So scoreline remains 6 points to 0 in favour of the visitors, but it's Waterhead who are now in possession, and it's Adam Robinson who's tackled on this right hand side of the field. He'll play it to Perks, who's 10 metres in from touch. And then he has the ball ripped from his grasp, does Matt Holland, so it's going to be a penalty the way of Waterhead. Real chance for them to perhaps buy themselves a little bit of field position and get down the ground with this next set of 6. Perks to tap this one. Was missing a little bit earlier in the season for certainly one of the Challenge Cup games that they played at Featherstone.
Yeah, I don't think he was on the original team sheet, if I'm not wrong.
Ball moved to this left hand side, dropped back however for Smethurst, who works his way over that halfway line. Perks moves into dummy half again, the right central, and it comes down this right hand side. Link up play between the halfbacks, and now Perks, half break from him, reaches the 40 metre line. Lightning quick play the ball for Perks. Perks will jump off the back of it. He'll take on the defence, leaves a trail of destruction in his wake, and he plays it ever so quickly to Owen, who then gets it out to Smethurst, and Smethurst just concentrates on getting Waterhead forward. The 10 metres away from the line. Here's Owen on the next play, out to Hamilton. He's got around this man, he's got around another, he slipped the ball out, he's gone to ground. That is so unlucky. Forward pass is ruled in the end, is it? Oh no, offside. There's a penalty the way of Mayfield. Well, again, I think they can thank the lucky stars there, because
Hamilton's speed there coming into the line was superb. Ball went from that far left hand side again through hands, really speedy. Hamilton getting and just coming up short. That's twice they've been let off now to a certain degree.
I think I said in midweek when we were previewing this match that Jensen Hamilton has scored something like 70 tries in this run that Waterhead have had of rising from Division 3 to the Premier Division, and he shows again he's going to be a match for any defence, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be the man they're going to have to keep an eye on, any team that's playing Waterhead.
So Gina has come onto the field as far as Waterhead are concerned. There's a little bit of attention there being given the way of Mitch Birch, who will come to the touchline for the time being. Big start to the game for Birch, and I'm just thinking, when the tide was going all in Mayfield's way, he came up with that hit, didn't he? It was a real turning point, that, and ever since that point they've looked more with it, haven't they, Waterhead, and they've got themselves in a good position. But it's Mayfield in attack. Devlin Long, he's stopped 40 metres out from his own line. He'll play it now to Cole Connolly. Long ball to right on this left hand side. Here's Metcalf. That's the way that they're going to have to tackle Metcalf, wrap him up, ball and all. Gina got to him quickly. And the referee has come up with a penalty there.
Handing at the play of the ball, and another penalty to Mayfield.
Yeah, it came loose from Metcalf's grasp, that one. The two of them were teammates about 8 months ago now in Serbia. Great power pack run that is again from Metcalf.
Good tackle though.
They've tried to rip the ball off him again, and they've tackled around that ball area with Perks. Connolly Moves it to right across to Dev Long. It was out to Parr. They were on the move. Parr's handling just let him down. It was a difficult pass to take because it was always starting to dip, wasn't it?
Yeah, not frightened to throw it about Mayfield, are they? I mean at speed as well, which is always can be fraught at times, but yeah.
They were one of the best attacking sides in the National Conference League last season, certainly in the Premier Division, and I can recall a couple of games where I think they registered scorelines of 40 plus, and it's easy to see why when they've got the speed of ball movement they have. So Waterhead coming to launch the attack again. It's a scrappy pass from Keegan Brennan and a knock on. Oh, that's a poor error from Waterhead. There's all kinds of other comments that are coming from around us about Mayfield potentially jumping the gun.
I think they did, Parky. I think the ball was held in well there by the Warriors, and they did jump, so they got off lightly there of Mayfield. Certainly going to put in at the scrum as well.
How come Waterhead have knocked on there? They intercepted.
So, scrum in favour of Rochdale Mayfield. As I said, these two, no strangers to competing against each other. It's just usually it's come at Easter in the Oldham Standard Cup final. So, they're in possession at Mayfield. That was a terrible ball from right and has been knocked on. You could see what he was thinking. He was putting Leon Higgs into a hole, but the two of them weren't on the same wavelength on that occasion.
Well, because they've had success down this left-hand side, so you can understand why.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and Waterhead have just got to show this side up. The far side has remained pretty strong, but just got to be careful here, because Mayfield will try to exploit it as much as they can.
Had the Rugby League gods come into play there? Because you felt that there was an offside play before. Yeah.
Be interesting to see if they do the same ploy again here.
So now Waterhead feed the scrum. It comes out and comes down this right hand side. Good tackle on Matt Holland, who's just put down near the halfway line. Perks is there waiting doing half duties. Here's Joy. That's the way you've got to tackle him. That was superb line speed then from Billy Perovazan, but he's let him go, and they've carried on trucking his way downfield to the 40 metre line.
He's a beast.
Now it comes to the left. Owen feeds it out to Brennan. Good tackle coming in there from Mayfield. Forces Waterhead back behind that 30 metre line.
Go on, Harry.
In they come now, and that's Harry Barker. Barker to play this. We're in the 17 shirt. Is Harry Barker. There he is. Niall Dean just inside that 20 metre line. Straightforward drive from him. They've set it up nicely. It's the last tackle. It'll come left to Keegan Brennan. Oh, little dab over the top. Great kick that. Even better tackle on the end of it.
Good defence.
One on one, and he's throwing him into the in-goal area there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a dropout from under the post, and that's well deserved. Great play, lovely kick as well from Keegan Brennan. He's always thinking, isn't he?
He's always busy. Every time we've seen him, he's a man who's got a real box of tricks, hasn't he?
Can they get anything off the back of it? Will Rochdale Mayfield be tempted to go short? Are we playing the same rules as what they have in Super League? All will be revealed.
On this heavy pitch, I wouldn't. Probably wouldn't suggest it.
Come on, Ab.
Certainly Dev Long's taking his time. He drops out. He has gone fairly short. It's pretty high, and it's taken in by Holland. On the edge of the 20 metre line, he's put down, but he's allowed to get up and go again. The referee sends him back and says you've got to play it, but he didn't play it from the right position, so he's going to point him back again and say take a couple more steps, sir. To continue building this attack though, Waterhead through Marcus Geener, 10 metres away from the line. Perks now at dummy half. Men running to the right, but it comes to the left with Dean. Dean on to Keegan Brennan. The class of the two number 7s there. Huge tackle from Devlin Long. It was an important one. And Perks will duck back to the right with Dean. Dean sprints within the challenge, put down 5 metres out from the line, directly in front of the post. Perks goes short. Oh, Reece Smithers was really charging for the line there, wasn't he? He'll play it just shy of the line. It comes to the right.
Scrappy
it bounces
ball.
Scrappy. Yeah. Kick comes in from Hamilton though, trying to create something. Sheridan has picked it up behind his own line and got trapped, so it's going to be another dropout from under the post. It's more pressure that's being built.
Yeah, the thing is though, Parker, you've got to come away with something, because they had the two chances either side of the field. They've got this pressure. They need to come away with some points.
We've been going for 23 minutes, is that?
Just 25? Coming up to 23 minutes.
Yeah, 23 minutes of the game gone. Still 6 points to nil.
Absolutely flew.
6 points to nil in favour of Rochdale Mayfield. There's some concern on the far side of the field with number 4 Jack McConaughey's down and receiving attention.
He was on about before, Parky, Marcus Keener.
Yes.
He was on dual registration.
He is. He's on for the season with Oldham.
Oldham, yeah.
So Oldham signed him. He's on I think it's a 2-year deal with Oldham, but they have dual registered him back with Waterhead for the season, and he gets the best of both worlds, doesn't he?
Yeah. And I think we've said it before, that the more of that happens, that if they're not going to be able to get a game with their parent team, then go back to where it all started. Good set of lads, as we say. Probably knows 99% of them.
Dropout comes in. It's another medium range dropout. Goes to the same man, Holland, who's proven quite difficult to handle, and he's brushing his way through a couple of ineffective tackles, and he's about 15 metres out from the line. This is where he'll play it to Owen. Owen will go to Geener. Geener, angled run towards the centre of the field, bounces off a couple of challenges. He's still going here. Geener eventually put down on his front, 10 metres out from the line. Perks goes to his left, and he's put down by Phil Joy. He's so rare that he makes a mistake, but he's come up with a howler there.
Not many of them in his scrapbook, I can tell you. He's usually Mr. Reliable, but
that's not going on his highlight reel, that one, is it? We'll have that run that you did before.
He's how can they keep the pressure up by putting on a good defence here?
You know what though? If I'm Waterhead, I'm building my confidence here, because they're holding Rochdale Mayfield at bay, aren't they?
Yeah, they don't look out of place. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it, at the end of the day? And
this was a Mayfield side that finished, 3rd, 4th in the league last season? Yeah, they did really, really well.
Yeah. They're always thereabouts, aren't they?
They certainly are. Well, that's a huge challenge that's going in there on Mayfield, and they're losing ground. They're about 5 or 6 metres away from their own line. It's going to be stood up and played by Reisman. And again, they continue to go down that right-hand side through McConaughey. I don't know how much he knew about it, but there's a penalty that has gone his way. Tim Bridge, this time, being judged to have left an arm in and tried to steal the ball. As Sheridan just points up the field. This will take a few metres here.
It's a shame that. They shouldn't be giving them easy metres like that, because they've defended, certainly on that side, defended really, really well.
David Mills with the latest carry for Rochdale Mayfield, still inside their own half, however. Midway between the 20 and 30 metre mark. Here's Metcalf, has made his presence felt on this left-hand second row. Put down though, 40 metres out from his own line. Brought right the way across the field. And a running chance for Parr. I thought for a second he was going to get through the middle then.
Yeah, thought he found a gap.
He was looking lively, was the full-back, but he was quickly closed in front of him. Dev Long slips it out to Reisman. Big handoff from him, and he ducks under 2 challenges, and he's off, and he'll make the halfway and just beyond. That was great footwork from him. Great play.
He's a rugged little nugget, isn't he?
Sheridan goes to Wright. Wright has put so much spin on that ball. It's a difficult one for Hamilton to take, but he makes it look easy. Starts the counter-attack. Typical fashion from Jensen Hamilton. Jet-heeled run down that left-hand side. Gained his side 15 metres. It's a good start to the set. And what's more, they've been able to win a penalty. Holding down. Yep. Still 6 points to nil. In favour of the visitors. A 5th minute opening try.
27 minutes gone.
Maybe they were getting a nosebleed, Mayfield, because they haven't been in that half for a while, haven't they? Yeah. And they're giving away the penalty, so it's Waterhead who you fancy to get somewhere around 20 metres away by the end of this set. That's a good run down that left-hand side. good tackle on Cameron as well, but he'll be a pretty quick play of the ball. Perks jumps off the back of it, buys his side another 10 metres. I really like Perks. I always have done every time I've seen him. He's just so sparkling, isn't he, at a dummy half.
Looks as though something's going to happen all the time with him, doesn't he?
It certainly does. So Waterhead up to the 20 metre line. Ball comes in field, looking for Owen, and Keegan Brennan launches it off the boot again. Well taken. It was a really good take that from Mason Riley. He had half the pack after him as well, didn't he?
It was absolutely superb chase. Was it Harrison Dodd?
Yeah. There's 2 or 3 other players there as well, wasn't there? So they're on their own line again here, Rochdale Mayfield. They'll do everything they can to get away from this ground or to win a penalty. Big charge coming in from the big fella off the bench, Nicholas Hargreaves. Plays it pretty quickly. Good carry as well from Billy Perovzan.
Final tackle.
They're only 25 metres away from their own line though. This has been a great containment set. Wright launches his kick downfield, it clears halfway, will fall just on the 30 metre line, and Adam Robinson starts to counter attack. Big yards made to the halfway line. Still 6 points still in favour of Rochdale Mayfield. We're approaching the half hour mark as Gina takes another carry and backs his way into the challenge and then gets dipped.
Go on, Scott.
Still, they're on the way down the ground here are the Waterhead Warriors side. Big run coming in from Harry Barker. Barker makes the error though. It's going to be turnover possession. Well, they've had enough ball down there, haven't they?
And as I said, the sort of concerning thing, Parky, is that they haven't got any points from it at all. I mean, I know there's only one score in it, but it's one of those things that they've had a couple of chances, but 2 or 3 chances, 2 gilt chances on both sides, and they've had a lot of pressure. Mayfield have been of sorts of loads of defence.
Tell you what, there's a few of these Mayfield lads as well who have been receiving medical attention in backfield. So I noticed Ben Metcalf there was not running quite as smoothly as he was earlier on, but he may take possession here. It goes instead past him and into the arms of Parr on the back of the scrum, and great defence from Waterhead. 3 into the stop, they forced him back and he's knocked on as well. Can they make the advantage of it? Scott Parnaby, he's on the field now, and it's a superb tackle from Scott. I'm just looking because we've got slightly different numbers for the Waterhead.
Some number changes.
Some from the Waterhead substitutes especially, so we've just been altering and putting it down. So Grady sends the ball right to Owen, short ball,
he's in,
striding through, Matt Holland striding through from the scrum. Superb bit of play there off the back of the scrum. They have finally got their rewards.
And I've got to say, Holland here on this right hand side, a little bit sticky from a defensive point of view for certainly for the first try, but the 2 kicks that he's fielded really well, and it's coming there in off his wing, and has gone in about 10, 15, 20 metres to the right hand side there, Parker.
31 minutes of the first half gone. 4 points to Waterhead, 6 to Rochdale Mayfield. Kick to come here now from Keegan Brennan.
Come on, kid.
That was a lovely weighted pass as well from the back of the scrum.
Lovely move from the scrum though, you're right.
Brought down the right hand side, Gareth Owen lining the players up and putting the play on for Holland to charge through. Referee having a little bit of a chat with the new man Bridge. Just introduce yourself. Hi, I'm your referee for the day.
So, do we know what, if I'm not wrong, Keegan's kicking's pretty decent, isn't it? I've put the mockers on him, that's what they say, isn't it?
I'll let you do the commentator's curse this time, Steve. I've done enough.
Left footed, just weighing things up. Keegan Brennan takes 1 step back, comes in, and puts it straight down the middle. Scores are even at 6 points each.
Yeah, well converted by Brennan. 6-all is the scoreline here at Waterhead Park. And it's a close run thing, this one. On the balance of it, the first 15 minutes belonged
to Mayfield,
didn't they? And
definitely.
they had a lot of decent chances and position, and were able to score and put a bit of pressure on. Since then, it has gone the other way, hasn't it? And Waterhead have been able to do it.
They've grown into the game, and like you were saying, I think it's a bit of a confidence thing that certainly now think, hang on, we're playing with the big boys and we're doing all right here.
Yeah. So Park gets us back underway. That'll hold up in the breeze. They've got to get to it. Really good take that from Owen. He then slipped the ball infield, looking for the running of Hamilton. He's done really well to work his way to the 40-metre line. He'll play it to O'Grady. Grady puts it to his left-hand side to Niall Dean. Dean makes some difficult metres. Plays it just his side of the halfway line. O'Grady onto Parnaby. Great to see him back with his first club.
Good running.
Good run coming in from dummy half Jacob O'Grady. Gets beyond that 30. Across to the left each move. Keegan Brennan gets it back on the inside. It's a strong run coming in from Cameron. He'll play it. O'Grady over the top to Dean, who sends it back in field, looking for the running of Harry Barker. Barker just couldn't quite release it. He's inside the 20 though, and it'll come off to that left hand side. Owen onto Brennan. Brennan further wide to Bridge setting himself for a huge run.
Really good line run there.
5 metres out. Can they get over again here, Waterhead? Well, there goes O'Grady. Stretched everything to get over the line. He stopped just shy though. Last tackle. Big charge from Barker. There was only one winner there, and that is Harry Barker. Superb run through the right middle of the defence, and he touches it down to the right hand side of the post.
Yeah, great move there from the left hand side. Timbridge, the Australian, running that angle, a superb angle. Takes it in close to the line. The ball went over to the right hand side of the post here, and Barker went in there, and confidence brimming now, Parker, on 35 minutes.
Yeah, great try that from Barker. There was nobody that was
going to stop him. No.
And I reckon if he carried on that run, he would have been in all the mumps in about 2 minutes' time. He really did power onto that one. Game on. And they're in front 10 points to 6. Kick to come here from Keegan Brennan. He'll take all the time in the world that he's allowed. Isn't it great that we've got Rugby League back?
Yeah, and it's a cracking game. It's a real game of various sort of moments in certainly this first half where, like you said before, Mayfield were on top. It looked a bit dour for Waterhead because they were on this right hand side. They looked to be letting things through, but now confidence has taken them to a 10-point lead. Brennan coming in, taking one step back, lining up just to the right of the post. Wind's dropped.
He certainly has. There's nothing.
Yeah. Comes in. Adds the extras.
2 out of 2 for Brennan now, and currently 12 points to 6 in favour of Waterhead Warriors. What a start to the Premier Division lives. They're in front against the nearest and dearest.
Yeah.
Keep going, Scott!
Going to be interesting to see how Mayfield will just stick to what they've been doing, but they've not had the ball, have they? I mean, that's the thing. If you can't have the ball, you're not going to score. And give Warriors the due. They defended well when keeping Mayfield, back within those 10-yard, 40-yard area.
Yeah, there's a bit of character, I think, to be fought out here from a Rochdale Mayfield point of view, because they would have come into this game as favourites without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
Pass ends this restart long. Underneath that was Owen.
Go on, Dino.
Running off the back fence was Niall Dean, and he stopped 15 metres away from his own line. He'll bring it down this right hand side with Holland. He called for it late, and they made some good metres down this right side as well. And gradually this right hand side is starting to get the better of their Mayfield counterparts, and they've won a penalty of Waterhead as well.
Yeah, Adam Robinson there taking a high one, coming in from the wing, doing a bit of work for his forwards and getting a bit of a clap round the chops, as they used to say.
O'Grady to tap this ball just inside his own half. Goes to Owen on his left, who picks up the running of Rhys Smethurst. That's a huge run from Smethurst.
Good run.
He's still going as well. Then we'll look to stand and play it. 40 metres out from the line. It's worked across to the left to Parnaby. Parnaby strong as well. Gets through that first tackle. Eventually wrestled to ground. 30 metres out from the line now. O'Grady goes infield to Dean, who drops it back over his shoulder for Smethurst again, who again makes his presence felt. Quick play the ball to O'Grady. O'Grady moves it to Owen. Owen back to Holland on the angle. Gets through a couple of challenges. He's still going here, is Holland. He's 10 metres out from the line. They're having a real devil's own job to stop him. And this tackle count continues. It goes down the right hand side to Owen. Feeds it off to Gina. Good defence on this occasion from Wright.
Making easy yards, Parky, aren't they?
Yeah, last tackle. Ball swept across to Keegan Brennan. Brennan this time gets his kick low. Good take from Riley under pressure. Starts to counter attack as well, but they're just a couple of metres away from their own line. McConaughey calls for it and wishes he hadn't, because he stopped again just in front of those posts. He's pinched an extra couple of metres, which means that it's a quick play of the ball that they try and get on the back of, and Dex Sheridan to play it. Still inside his own 20. Long sends it left. It turned inside.
Short race.
And they're going absolutely nowhere in this set. So
defence has been absolutely superb.
Harrison Chappell getting nowhere in that particular challenge. Here's Metcalf. It's caused problems, but that's much better defence on him now, and they've forced him back as well. So they're kicking on the 20 metre line, but are launching a bit of a counter attack instead, flicking it through the hands. They've got men in motion. Here's Reisman over the halfway, turns it back in field. This is brilliant from Rochdale Mayfield. Eventually the kick comes in from Parr, chasing after it is Harry Sheridan. He needs a bounce. He gets a bounce. That is sensational rugby league from Rochdale Mayfield. What an attack on the last tackle. And you can say all you want about fortuitous bounces, but you've got to put yourself in that position. What have we just seen there, Steve?
Absolutely.
We've seen the try of the season in game number one.
I'll tell you, Parky, we were only just commentating halfway through that passage of play there at how well defence had been from Warriors, and it was, but obviously there on the last, the ball went through hands. Long took more than a moment to get up, eat up the ground, then put up in an absolutely superb kick. Saw Sheridan free on this left hand side, acres of space, nobody at home, and it was sort of, there you go lad, chase after that one, which Sheridan did it and went in on this left hand side.
Yeah, Harry Sheridan certainly has the air of a regular try scorer on his tip sheet. Did really well to get on the end of that. That was just superb on the last tackle. It was audacious play.
It was.
I was thinking they're 20 metres away from their own line. They're going to have to kick it, and they didn't. What do I know?
I thought when they went over to the far side that they'd made a mess of things, but obviously Sheridan making himself some space. Saw it there again on this left hand side. Parker has gone in, and it's Jordan Parr looking to add the extras.
Can he convert? Graham falls silent. What's his contact like? He's directly in front of us. He's bringing it round. He's between the post. 12 points each. Just before half time.
Yeah, won't be long now before we get the whistle, I think. But it's a time added on.
What a sucker punch that was, though.
Yeah, very much so. And as I said, Parky, have they coming up of Waterhead not come up with enough points when they've had all the pressure? Because when those sorts of things like that exactly is the thing that can happen. You can get sucker punch, like you just said.
You'll go a long way to see a better rugby league try than that, though. Yeah. I mean, that was just tremendous. I've seen so many matches, Steve, you know my record, and I can't recall a better try than that in a long time.
The other thing is, Parky, like we were saying about the pitch, it's quite heavy, so that sort of thing, I mean, the ball could have stuck easily and not got to its, to Sheridan on that side.
So here they come through Chappell,
give a
and
forward,
it's a forward pass. Yeah, ruled by the touch judge on this near side.
It did look.
And the clock has been stopped. So Waterhead can launch another attack here. What are we going to see? What have we seen so far in this?
It's been a cracking first half, hasn't it, for the first game of the season?
Brilliant entertainment here at Waterhead Park. 12 points each. Chance here for Waterhead. They've got a scrum 10 metres away from the Mayfield line. There's a couple of players straying offside again. Referee wants them to pack down cleanly. Ball put in, it comes out the back. Keegan Brennan. Oh, he goes behind Hamilton, who feeds it out wide.
What a move.
Harrison Dodd scores at the corner.
What's a move.
Clinical from the scrum, and Harrison Dodd, just as he was doing most of last season, has dotted down at the corner.
Yeah, and as we said, Parky, another move at speed over to that far left-hand side, and Harrison Dodd's gone in there right at the corner. So playing in time added on, I'm sure after this kick's been taken the whistle will go, but yeah.
So just as we were saying that Mayfield had drawn themselves level, Waterhead have hit back. They lead by 16 points to 12 with this kick to come from Keegan Brennan. He's right out tight to the touchline. He's took the ball about 22 metres back. Great try.
Hey, John.
And he'll take all the time afforded to him, won't he?
That's certainly right. That's the most difficult kick on either side this at the moment, right on that far touch line.
I thought the other one on that. I thought the automatic did it. You can't stop it when you're jumping up and down.
Just weighing things up. Left-footed kicker. A little bit difficult for him this at the...
Yeah, the breeze has picked up again, hasn't it? You might be able to hear that on our microphones.
Angle isn't the easiest. But he still wouldn't rule him out, I tell you.
And he swoops. Sends it goalward. Sends it goalward. The flags are raised. Two more points added.
Mark that one down. Beautiful. We've seen it all Park here today, haven't we?
We have, and that's
great goal
time.
Kicking, great tries. And we're only halfway there.
Now we're just about ready for the start of the second half. Don't mess around here. Quick restarts, mid-range restart that one. Oh, it drops and taken perfectly by Rochdale Mayfield. They'll go on the attack through Robbie Jones. He's 15 metres out from the line. Dex Sheridan in at dummy half. He'll slip the ball to his right hand side to Lawton. Big charge from him to get inside the 10. Dex Sheridan will go to his left hand side. Picks up Dev Long, who picks up Wright, and Owen was sniffing around looking for an intercept, but Wright didn't give him the ball. Sheridan turns the ball back in field looking for Chappell. Power pack run again from him. Put down inside the 10. Good tackle from Smethurst that was. Now Sheridan brings it right to Long. Long throws a dummy. Takes on Smethurst. I wonder whether he'll regret that decision.
Good tackling, last tackle
to be played 15 metres out from the line. In fact, it won't get played, it'll be a penalty the way of Rochdale Mayfield. Just a little bit too much hanging around that ball.
Yeah, and do you know what, when you're in on your own line like that, you should be staying away from that type of thing. There's one thing about clamping it, but you just got to be careful. Chappell
with the first carry of this next set coming up here for Rochdale Mayfield. Dex Sheridan moves into dummy half again. He'll continue the movement down the left hand side. In fact, he dummies, comes back towards the right. He's tackled 2 metres out. He'll play this ball. Metcalf brings it across to Wright. Wright links with Dev Long. Dev Long across. Reisman, all held on this occasion, has caused his own bit of havoc at times with Reisman. Yeah. Here's Dev Long, good work from him, and he burrows his way for the line. Has he got over? Referee said he's held up.
Ooh, that's got to be close, that Parker. Very close.
So Long held up at the start of this second half. Rochdale Mayfield still down by 6 points. 18-12 if you're just joining us, in favour of the promoted side. As Wright drops it back over his shoulder to Chappell. Last tackle signalled here. Ooh, there's an injury here. He stayed down. It was a heavy challenge.
I think both men have copped it a little bit. Now he's up. Who's up? Is it number Parnaby?
Parnaby taking the knock
He's not
in the
frightened of a
challenge.
tattle either, is he?
No, definitely not. And he's one of those guys, he throws everything into all his defensive efforts. He's Scott Parnaby.
Just calling for medical assistance to come and have a look at Parnaby.
Was an inspiration a few years ago when he was playing for the England Community Lions. He was the captain when they won in Italy.
Yeah.
A brilliant guy. So last tackle, we're underway again. Kick comes in from right, it's a bit too deep, is that one? Only just in the end.
Lovely little kick though.
Jensen Hamilton, well, he was the coolest man, and he's tapped it quickly, and he's off on the run, and he's half breaking through, and he makes 20 metres on the carry before eventually falling to that challenge from Lawton. Infield it's moved. Big run coming in from Robinson. That is the winger Adam Robinson ducking in from that position to take some of the weight off his pack, as Harrison Dodd does likewise. Good yards from him to get beyond halfway. O'Grady scheming at dummy half. Spots a little gap, and he just overcooked it. That player, he's got away with it.
Yeah,
seemed to be offside.
It didn't seem square.
Reece Smithers with a huge carry. He slipped the ball out.
He's got it out.
He's not lost it.
So I think that's a bit of a harsh call. Referee has ruled it as a forward pass. I don't see how it could go forward from there anyway.
Not when you're facing your own post.
That said, it's easier for us when we're stood 50 metres away. And it will be a scrum as far as Rochdale Mayfield are concerned, who are down by 6 points in this game. 18-12 as we were at half time. If you're just joining us, you've missed tries from Higgs and Sheridan from a Rochdale Mayfield point of view. Meanwhile, Holland, Barker and Dodd have scored for the hosts. And Mayfield go on the attack with Parr. Was given the ball by Wright, does really well to hold on to it with Holland tackling right around the ball and trying to smuggle it out. Here's Chappell. He belies his size, doesn't he, Chappell?
Yeah, and he goes through a lot of work.
He's not the biggest of forwards that you'll ever see, but he is quite chunky.
Yeah. I think I called him a Nuggets in the first half.
Brilliant run coming in there from Noah Lawton. Clears the halfway line, buys his side a few metres as well. Sheridan moves it right to Long. Long looks around, gets it back on the inside to Chappell. Huge engine on him, and he'll play it 30 metres out from the line, directly in centre field. Sheridan goes right to Long again. Long kicks it along the floor, and it bounces up in favour of Hamilton. Big hit! He hit him like an Exocet missile there, Devlin Long. Huge tackle, and he just gets up, does Jensen Hamilton, and said, "Is that all you've got?" To Waterhead.
Second effort there, referee not penalised, very surprised.
They'll look to bring this ball away. There's Robinson, rolled over on his back, that'll slow the play of the ball down. It's an absorbing contest, this one. 18 points to 12 in favour of the hosts. Waterhead in possession as well now. Just 25 metres away from their own line, running through the tackles. O'Grady goes from dummy half, links with Niall Dean. Niall Dean slips it out, looking for Owen, who keeps it moving. There's a cul-de-sac down this left-hand side though, and some really good defence which headed the way from Jack McConaughey. Here's Keegan Brennan. Through on the last. He's
support.
over the halfway line.
Has he got the support?
Where is the support? Does he need the support? He's still going. Gets it out wide to Robinson. Robinson scores. It's a tremendous try. Well, we've seen two quality rugby league tries, both coming on the last tackle and both coming through the halfbacks taking the line on when you least expect it.
Yeah, that was superb there. Keegan Brennan getting the ball just in his own half, shaping to possibly put a little kick in, but then breaking through the line there, getting the players on the back foot. I thought he needed some support, but obviously he went and found his own support over on that right hand side. Patience was the key there, and obviously is it Robinson gone in on that far hand side?
Yeah, Adam Robinson was the guy that supported to go in at the corner, and Brennan, after being the creator, will look to add the conversion. Currently 22 points to 12. This is the biggest gap between any of the scores so far in this game.
So Brennan just setting things up on that far side. Obviously now they turn around, this is a better angle for him being a left-footed kicker.
Still got a bit of a breeze.
Just a slight breeze, nothing. But obviously when it's further out, that breeze can, even a small breeze can cause an issue.
I think
lining things up.
I think, to be honest, it's just us who are getting the breeze.
It could be because of that eye up.
Because I'm just looking as well, because there's no movements on the flags, is there?
Just a second this time. Steps back, comes in, left foot.
Oh, it's a good effort.
Oh, what another kick, yes.
Wow.
And how many times last season and seasons before I've said, Parker, if you've got a good goal kicker on your side, they're worth gold dust in this game.
Yeah, it's 4 out of 4.
Certainly in the amateur game.
24 points to 12. Superb work from Keegan Brennan on both sides. Not just kicking for goal, but also that run which set up the try.
Yeah. And it all started, ironically, deep in the Waterhead Warriors half with that exercise missile tackle from the number 7 on the Rochdale side, Devlin Long, but they got back from it and have gone in on the far corner.
Owen catches that ball on the full, finds it back into the middle, and that's better defence on the start of this set as far as Rochdale Mayfield are concerned. Cole Connolly is back out there as well. Notice that Dex Sheridan is still out there though, so are we currently seeing Cole Connolly back in his old favourite half-back position? I think we are. There's a penalty which goes the way of Waterhead.
Stealing the ball.
More forceful running from Harry Barker as well. Kept running upright, didn't he?
I was just saying before, Parky, again, the really, really big crowd here for this one. Great to see.
Superb atmosphere as Gina brushes through the first tackle. Ends up throwing himself into another 2-man challenge. But down on the halfway line, Perks moves it to Owen, who finds Brennan, who keeps it moving, and the tackle comes in. It's a good one on Cameron. They've made the ground. McConaughey was with the tackle. Now Birch, solid run. Been doing that for many a year here for Waterhead. Niall Dean, good run as well. Getting towards a dangerous position. Here's Perks cutting through.
Yes.
Brilliant work from Perks. Big handoff coming in as well on Noah Lawton. Couldn't quite hold him at bay. Eventually the tackle is made, but Brennan has it on the last. Dabs it into the corner. Dodd to contest it. Dodd throws the ball back in field. It will be picked up. From a Mayfield point of view, referee has spotted a knock on. It's come off hands.
Head and feed too.
I think this is going to Waterhead, to be
Waterhead,
fair.
Will they keep up the pressure here?
I'm not convinced on that one. I think that the Rugby League gods are shining there at Waterhead, but hey, there's a lot of people here that won't be complaining of that call at all.
I think Mr. Sheridan needs to get on with his game instead of questioning the decision from the touch judge.
So, scrum to be fed by Waterhead. They've been really good in attacking from scrums, and they're attacking another again down this left hand side. Bridge tackle 5 metres out from the line. He'll play this to Perks, currently 24 points to 12. Hope you're enjoying the coverage this afternoon. As part of our NCL Live, we are the 13 Pro-Am Community Rugby League show. We've got a podcast that comes out every Wednesday, where we talk everything that's going to be happening in the National Conference League. And to be fair, if there's anything else that's interesting that's happening around Community Rugby League, we're going to be talking about it.
Yeah, certainly. And if you're listening today, please just smash that like button. Just give us a little bit of love to know that you are listening and enjoying the show.
Smash that like button.
Do you like that?
You're getting down with the kids.
Do you like that?
You're getting down with the kids. Tell you what, Mayfield could do with getting down with the kids. They're deep inside their own half.
Good
Hicks
defence.
Caught 10 metres from his own line. Trying to throw the ball around from a scrum. Here's Parr, he's going nowhere. That's superb defence. Bridge and Barker leading the way. Cole Connolly slips the ball out of the challenge. Wright keeps it moving, so he's back out there too.
Good defence again. They've gone all. They've only gone sideways here, Parker.
Can they buy themselves some ground?
They needed a kick like that.
They needed a big kick, and it goes down to the 40-metre line, where it's taken on the full 40-metre line, just inside their own half by Waterhead, who immediately carried the ball over halfway through Hamilton. Hamilton will play this to Perks. Perks will slip it to his left-hand side to Dodd. Dodd tries to wrong foot them. McConaughey comes in with the challenge. It's a ball and all tackle as well. Now Bridge. Good strong run from Tim Bridge. We spoke to him before, you heard him in the build-up to this game. Just settling in. Referee tells him to play it. Forward comes Perks. You know he's going to get away at some point, isn't he, from dummy half? Keeps challenging those players.
Gotta say, he's a tricky customer, isn't he?
Go on, Birchie.
There's Birch put down on the 30-metre line, sorry.
I've got a feeling this is going to start to spice up now, Parker.
Right on this left.
Yeah.
It's Cameron. Cameron loses it. Good tackle. That was a huge tackle from Reisman, that, and the referee's ruling it's a 1-on-1. So again, he's ruling this going in favour of Waterhead. They're going to get the ball back again at Waterhead. So Keegan Brennan and company will keep up the pressure. They're up on the board by 12.
Yeah.
Referee just pointing the Mayfield line back to being onside. Being held in the base of the scrum. Then comes to this left hand side with Brennan. Back on the infield track goes Bridge, who keeps the ball moving. He's picked up well by Cameron. Cameron put down 12 metres out from the line, directly in front of the posts. Now it's Perks, moves it right. Ball keeps going that way. Owen slips it back over his shoulder, looking for the running of Holland. Holland's been good today.
He's had a cracking game.
And he's still going, Matty Holland. Just put down 2 metres out from the line. Does Perks fancy one? No, he goes instead to Dean. Dean gets over the line. Can he get it down? Referee says he's held up. But again, they're looking likely. They're looking lively at Waterhead. Looking to advance this scoreline that currently sees them lead by 24 points to 12. If you're just joining us, where have you been? You've missed a cracking match so far, but please stick with us. Here's Geener on the right hand side. All held. How long's gone in this game, Steve?
Already 15 minutes gone in the second half.
Tell you what, it's been 15 minutes of dominance as well, as far as Waterhead are concerned. Here's a win. Owen to Keegan Brennan. Brennan breaking the line, going over, kicks the ball in delight, and look at those celebrations. Waterhead players piling from all angles. That could be just what they need to pick up the first win.
It could well be. Just coming up to 15 and a half minutes on the clock. And I'll tell you, he's like a surgeon there. He looked for that little gap there, cut it open, and went through. And absolute great try there from Keegan Brennan. And obviously he's going to get a chance to add the extras to his own try.
So currently 28 points to 12 with this kick to come. Can he make it 5 from 5? Well, he's certainly been around as a regular point scorer over the last few seasons.
Yes,
Great to see his development as well. I know, having chatted to the coaching staff before, he's been playing first team rugby here at Waterhead since he was 16. So, he's been on this similar upward trajectory, and he's starting to get his just rewards, isn't he?
Yeah. Again, this should be a good angle for him. Not too far out from the left-hand side of the post. He'll take his time. And rightly so. Use what time he can. Mayfield have got to get that act together if they want to get back into this game.
Again, they've not seen much ball over the last 5-6 minutes, have they?
Brennan just weighing things up, steps back, comes in,
nice,
and adds those extras to his try.
Never a doubt. 5 from 5. Now 14 points for the little halfback. But more importantly, it's Waterhead 30, Rochdale Mayfield 12. 25 minutes remaining.
Keep going, Cal.
Referee having a conversation with Devlin Long on the halfway line.
Get busy, lad.
Cole Connolly to kick us back off. He'll place this ball on the halfway line.
They've got to be next on the score sheet, Parker.
I like that restart. That's a difficult bounce, and it's gone back in their favour as well. Or has it been ripped out? Referee ruling that somebody's played it. I think this is going in favour of Mayfield.
Yeah, and that's it. To give him his consistency. It was 1-on-1, but it's obviously gone down once it's been ripped out. So he's been consistent there from what he did for Waterhead in the those two attempts earlier on in this half.
Right now there's a chance for Rochdale Mayfield. Can they make this set count? Perhaps they don't need to score from this, but they need to set up camp as it comes to this right hand side to Devlin Long. Takes on Brennan, gets past him. Eventually challenged, however, but he's still rolling his way over that 20 metre line. It was a really good run that from Dev Long. He'll play to Cole Connolly. Connolly picks up the running of Lawton. Lawton, can he get an arm free? He was on the charge then just for a second. He's 10 metres out. Plays it to Connolly. Long ball left, right. Lines it up. They're over here.
Yeah.
He's gone in as Ben Metcalf. He was on the charge. Great run as well from Metcalf. And they're back within 14 points.
And again, over on that left-hand side, Parker. So the thing is, they've got to try and get down to that side a little bit more often, because they've had dividends there. Just over 19 minutes gone in this second half.
So Parr with this conversion attempt, this to bring his side back within 12.
Still plenty of time.
Yeah.
So
I wondered about the character that Mayfield will have to show, and that will please their coaching staff, won't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Sometimes you can just let games drift away from you when you fall sort of 2-3 scores behind, can't you? But they've not done that. This one.
And Waterhead have not got to get complacent.
I was going to say this brings this one for me back more into the balance.
Yeah.
So 30 points to 18 with the kick. Parr doing well, 3 from 3. Well, we said about wondering whether the goal kicking might be affected by this breeze, and the answer is no.
No, not at all.
What do we know?
What do we know?
What do we know?
Come on, Donny. Come on, Tim.
I like me stats, 8 out of 8 amongst both kickers.
Yeah. I think they're in Las Vegas. It's easy kicking Las Vegas, apparently.
Is it?
Yeah. When you've got a roof over the top and there's no wind.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a breeze up again.
Yeah, it's great picking up.
Don't take your eyes off this one. Keegan Brennan sends this kick long. It's a swirling kick. Well caught. Ooh, and a big run, a huge run there through the initial line. That was superb.
Stole the ball.
Waterhead have stolen the ball through Owen. And that's a great tackle on Parnaby from Dev Long. I mean, that was huge play, to be honest, by Perovzan, splitting the line, super run, and then a one-on-one ball steal, and then following up with getting a penalty as well. So all of a sudden, Waterhead on the attack.
I think that's the ball steal of the day that hasn't gone the other way for being a knock-on.
So here's Cameron, takes on the tackling there of David Mills. Mills just about betters in with that, but has kind of laid in on the challenge. Now Dean, big strong charge to get within the 20 metre line. Perks picks up, sends it right. Parnaby, big handoff again. Still going Parnaby, put down on the 10. Closing in on the try line yet again here at Waterhead. Long ball left to Owen. Spots a little bit of a gap, goes for it, eventually tackled right in front of the post, just over that 10 metre mark. Plays it to Perks. Perks goes to the right. It's a big charge, forward again, ball comes loose, and I think that Mayfield have got that, but there is a knock on from a Waterhead point of view. So I think this is going to be a turnover.
Yeah.
Can they get their way out of this territory again? Just 10 metres away from their own line here, Rochdale Mayfield. Waterhead 30, Rochdale Mayfield 18. What a start to Premier Division Rugby League as far as Waterhead Warriors are concerned. I can't say, to be honest though, I can't say I'm not surprised, because we've seen what a side they've been over the last 3 years.
Yeah. We know what they can perform, and they've still got the core of that team together, haven't they? So I'm sure this will stand them in good stead. But as I said, there's still time left, and Mayfield, if they can certainly be next on the score check card, then it certainly will turn into a barnstormer.
That would really make things interesting, wouldn't it? Into the closing stages, into the last 20 minutes of this one, by the way. We had a stoppage there while David Mills was receiving some attention. Mayfield get the pudding at the scrum. So it comes out of the base to Cole Connolly. He finds Dev Long. Long takes on the line, gets through the first tackle, but Parnaby is there to bring him down. Quick play the ball. Connolly moves it right, and they continue coming down this way with Reisman, who brushes through a couple of tackles, goes again. I really like what I've seen of this Max Reisman.
Yeah.
He's a good player, a real solid,
takes it to the line, doesn't he? Yeah.
Mills spins within the challenge. They put the numbers in though. That's good tackling once again from Waterhead. Connolly moves it right to Long. Long back over his shoulder for McConaughey. McConaughey over the halfway line. Makes some good yards. I think he was thinking of trying to smuggle the ball away, but Parnaby was around it. Little kick comes in from Connolly into the backfield. This time Jensen Hamilton will just watch it drifting behind him and watch it go over the touchline. So they'll take possession again here with Waterhead inside their own 20. Steve, what do you feel from what you've seen in the second half about how it's gone?
Well, certainly there's not been an arm wrestle as such. In this second half, I think Warriors have been absolutely superb. That's what the difference has been towards the first half. Mayfield have not been able to get anywhere near any sort of try-scoring efforts of consistency.
Go on, Niall.
Yeah, we only saw a brief bit of set for set.
That's
set
right,
for set, kicking one way, kicking the other. Even though Mayfield are doing a real good fist of it in this particular set, aren't they? Of keeping Waterhead at bay.
That's what they need. They've got to get this turnover in this half here.
Riley comes back. Parnaby meanwhile takes on the drive. Good drive from him. Slips the ball out as well. Here's Perks. I'm not convinced of that call. It's been ruled a knock on. But for me, Parnaby was always facing his own post.
Yeah, said it earlier on. Same thing. It happened exactly the same thing. Right, referees ruled.
30 points to 18. Mayfield need the next score.
Definitely.
They've chosen to take the ball over to the left-hand side as well.
Well, that's where they've been having all that joy, so it doesn't surprise me. But they're set up for bringing it over onto this right-hand side.
They are, and it goes with Long, who kicks it over the top for Riley. It's into no man's land. Can Riley get on the end of it? The ball just beats him. But I really like the effort there. I love the thought process.
That doesn't surprise me, because if you remember when they were warming up, Parky, the Rochdale Mayfield side were in that half, and they mentioned how boggy that little quarter on the right hand side it's quite boggy, and I'm sure they thought this ball's going to hold up there.
Here's Bridge.
So that was real smart.
It was a really smart play. Unfortunate there in a lot of respects there, Rochdale Mayfield, that they didn't perhaps receive the reward for it. They have given away a penalty though. That will help the Waterhead cause. Bridge winning another penalty for his side. They were holding the centre down.
I think it was Mills holding down there. And if I'm not wrong, I'm sure David Mills is one of our followers on our Twitter account.
Is he?
Yeah.
Welcome to the family, David. We can't protect you from that one though, but they have knocked on Waterhead. You know what? I think they're doing their best
Set for set, yeah, to let them back in.
To give a chance here and give an opportunity to Mayfield. According to your stopwatch, Steve, how long's gone now?
Right, so my stopwatch, we have had coming up to 27.5 minutes of this second half.
So probably with stoppages, we've got about 15 minutes remaining, haven't we? Okay. Still plenty of time in the game. Scrum fed. Ball comes out to the left-hand side and goes to Wright, who's well tackled one-on-one. Great tackle it was from Bridge as well, and he feels the after effects of it. Touch judge has gone on the far side. He spotted something.
Didn't see anything wrong there.
It seemed like a solid tackle.
Yep.
What's the touch judge spotted though? He'll report to referee Freddie Lincoln. Sort of maybe some infringements on the floor, perhaps.
I've seen worse that's not been given today, so that surprised me.
So Metcalf, he'll tap on the far side. Gave his side a chance a few minutes ago with the try, and he taps and goes in alone. He's been good today, Metcalf.
Yeah.
Really good down that left-hand side. He'll get tipped and put down on the 20-metre mark. Connolly brings it back centrally to Wright. Wright double pumps, finds Dev Long. Long then slips it to Reisman. Reisman inside the 20, still going. The referee is going to penalise Waterhead for, I think, some late contact which came the way. And I think it is deserved, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was definitely late on the halfback. So the pressure keeps on building. Tell you what, if they can keep their line clean for the next 6 tackles though, Waterhead, they're going to gain so much confidence, and that'll set them up nicely for the last 10 minutes, won't it?
Jack Wright, the number 6 from Mayfield, having a chat there with the referee.
Long slipping the ball out to Reisman on this right side. Inside the 10 he goes. Connolly has Dev Long to his left. Comes to this right hand side.
Lovely ball. Oh, Robinson couldn't take it in.
Not convinced it was a lovely ball, to be honest. For me, it had a little bit too much power on it. He was a bit high.
The idea was right.
He would have been all right.
Cut out the man.
He would have been all right had he gone to Sheridan, Harry Sheridan on the left hand side.
Maybe,
because he's a bit taller.
That's a bit heightist, that Parker.
I'm just saying, it's just they've squandered the position though, haven't they? They've squandered the opportunity. And that's going to be a disappointing element, because they've had their chances, they've had their opportunities to maybe put points on, but not been perhaps quite as clinical.
I think Warriors here now have got to just take stock, nothing complacent, just get a good set of 6 in and a good kick.
Oh, it's a must complete.
Yeah.
Must complete set, this one. Ball played quickly. Perks finds the running of Mitch Birch.
Great stuff, lad.
That's what you need. Just rolling up the sleeves, rolling down the field. And Parnaby passes. Owen drops it back over his shoulder. There's Holland. Yeah, been really prominent today. Been impressed with his work, and especially when it started so scratchily, because they were making lots and lots of inroads, weren't they, on the left hand side, and his perhaps around his centre position, but he's recovered superbly as Holland. Last tackle has been reached. They're over the 40-metre line inside the Mayfield half. Ball kicked up in the air by Brennan. He's got loads of hang time on this one. Parr has to be brave, takes it in well.
No drag.
He's done really well to stay within the field of play. Water has done really well not to drag him as well. And McConaughey's going nowhere, but he's managed to centralise the position by further 10 metres. That's an awful play of the ball, but they've left legs in and all sorts there. Harrison Dodd being penalised.
And it's strange, the same thing on Super League, and it was a penalty against the ball player.
I've got a point to pick with you on that. This ain't Super League. Here's Reisman. Reisman, good run again from him. Still stretching, still going. The stoppage here. Ball moved infield to Dev Long. Oh, he took on the line. Barker's doing well. Connolly moves the ball to the left, right. Oh, I tell you what,
That looked close, line ball.
there is enough in this Rochdale attack to suggest that they're going to be thereabouts again this season, isn't there?
I'm just wondering, I've not seen Phil Joy in this second half.
Yeah, I think they're keeping him off for the last 10 minutes. Here's Rochdale Mayfield, put down on the 40-metre line inside the Waterhead half, over on the far hand side of the field. Connolly takes them on, slips the ball back. Sheridan cleans up. Harry Sheridan, nowhere to go for the wingman. All wrapped up again. Some really good defence.
Good defence, yes. Agree with you there, Parker.
Last tackle signalled here by Freddie Lincoln. There's still a Waterhead player down, receiving attention for cramp. They're moving it down this side. Harrison Dodd came for the intercept. He ended up in the arms of Bridge. So for me, this is another set of 6 for Mayfield. This.
I think you're right. That could have been a try at either end there, Parky, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could have been. Callum Cameron is limping off. Just on our side of the pitch. He's got a long way to go if he wants to get in the dugout, hasn't he? There's another player that's down on the ground on the far side for Waterhead.
Just wondering whether it's cramped, because I was saying this pitch is quite boggy in parts.
I think it was for Callum Cameron.
So we got coming up to 34 minutes played in the second half.
And of course this is only the first league game of the season, so you can't object to a bit of cramp creeping in at this stage of the year, can you?
No.
Currently Waterhead 30, Rochdale Mayfield 18.
Everything's crossed here.
Can they do it? Can they hold out Waterhead? It would be the perfect start to their Premier Division line.
Get their first win under the belt of the Prem against local rivals as well. But as you said, Parky, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. I know you never said that, but
I didn't say that. Ball comes out from the base of this scrum. Wright moves it across to Metcalf, the last try scorer from a Mayfield point of view. Ball comes back in field to Connolly. He picks up the run in there of Nicholas Hargreaves. Hargreaves to the edge of the 20. Is it building for Rochdale Mayfield? They know that time is ticking down. Long out the back, looking for the run in there of Robbie Jones. Robbie Jones is all held. They need to get it across to the other side of the field for mine. Long, and
off it goes.
Great pass to Wright. Right into the hole, they've gone again. Higgs slips it out, looking for Harry Sheridan, and the ball was in behind him and finds the touchline.
But they know that on that far side, Waterhead will keep shooting up.
Yeah, jump the gun again.
Yeah, exactly the same as in the first half a couple of times.
Still, it holds firm.
Yeah.
I think that's more luck than a judgment on that occasion, and certainly the accuracy of the pass. I think a decent pass there for Sheridan. They were in trouble with.
Yeah, I think so.
Clock is stopped. Referee wants the Mayfield players standing back with him. Waterhead taking all of the time that they can, but the referee had already stopped the clock as well. Whether anybody had realised this.
Well done, Harry.
Well, that was a big charge from Harry Barker. I think this says a lot about your players when you're willing to run the ball in from this area of the field, when you're just 10-15 metres out from your own line. And Smethurst, Barker, they've done it all game, haven't
That's
they?
right,
Big charge from Smethurst there.
I think he was very close to being driven down, because he was lifted off the floor and went down.
Metcalf with a very physical challenge.
Yeah, he's holding his right shoulder at the moment. I think it's is it Mitch Birch? I can't quite see.
Yeah, I can't quite see. He's on his back, to be fair. He's wearing headgear, so I think it's Mendes, to be fair.
Yeah.
Lots of concern being shown there for Smethurst. One of the rising stars, I think you can say, of Waterhead. So much promise with a lot of these younger players, which does bode well for the future as far as I'm concerned. So Smethurst setting up, that's a positive. So while we've got this stoppage in play, remember it was 18-12 at half time in favour of Waterhead, and since then we've seen three great tries, to be honest. 46 minutes in, Robinson going in, Alan Robinson supporting a brilliant run on the last tackle from Keegan Brennan. Eagles will make it 24 points to 12. Then Owen combined to get Keegan Brennan over the line himself. He converted to make it 30 points to 12, and then Metcalf responded with about 22 minutes left to play. So Smethurst has gone to the touchline, and we play on now. 25 metres away from the own line here are Waterhead. Perks moves it to Owen.
Oh, lovely ball.
Brilliant run. Here comes Dean. Dean in the middle of the field, over halfway. Slips it out to Keegan Brennan. Brennan out to further wide. And it's Harrison Dodd who ices the cake. A superb finish. Brilliant from Keegan Brennan. Brilliant from Waterhead. And Harrison Dodd touches down at the corner. Second try for him.
Absolutely superb, coming on the 38-minute mark in this second half, and that could be good night Vienna, I think, Parky. Absolutely superb move. We've seen a couple of tries where it's gone through hands, but they've not been frightened to get through there. Again, in the middle of that has been Keegan Brennan. Absolutely superb. Again, not making his goal-kicking effort easy, but I don't think it'll worry him.
Currently 34 points to 18 with this kick to come. With you mentioning how close we are to the 80-minute mark, what's your thoughts for perhaps players of the game?
Well, players, certainly from the Waterhead side, Jensen Hamilton's had a really good game. Matty Holland has been absolutely brilliant, absolutely superb. You've got to look at Perks, who when he's been on the pitch has sparked things up. Over on the Mayfield side, the combination of Devlin, Long and Jack Wright, especially Long, has been the instigator of everything that's been good. Chappell, you were saying, having a really, really good game, but there's only one person who'd be man of the match for me.
Is he kicking at goal?
He's taking a kick at goal at the moment. He's been in everything. He's been absolutely superb. But let's see if he can put the icing on the cake with this one. Again,
he pinched me saying again.
Did I?
I thought the try was the icing on the cake.
This is his cake.
This is the cherry on top of the cake. This one
could well be. That wind's getting up. It's making it a little bit more difficult, but
tell you what, this ground will erupt at full time.
Yeah. Just taking his time, letting that breeze just die. Comes in. Has it got the legs? No. Always going to be difficult, but nevertheless, the good effort. 34 points to 18.
Yeah, 34 points to 18. Keegan Brennan just seeing that attempt fall short, but winning Steve's man of the match award.
Oh yeah, he's had a superb game, and as I say, alongside the kicking, his tries and obviously his play that he's in is absolutely superb.
What an opening to the National Conference League. We've got another game next week, it's over at Wigan St Pat's as they take on Woolston. Yeah, starting off the first division campaign. Today it's been the turn of the Premier Division and Division 2. Waterhead wrestling their way forward through Harry Barker again, still inside their own half of the field. And Parnaby, good yards. He's grown into this game well, hasn't he, Parnaby?
I think the whole team have.
He's in real to knock on. Now, that is the balance and control.
That's the one,
So we know when we see that, when we see anybody doing that's a balance and control thing, isn't it? You keep hearing about the Super League. I know it's not Super League. Thought we'd be joined by Spit the Dog then. So they go back on the charge here, do the visitors, in search of some consolation. I think the game's gone as far as they're concerned. Still playing hard though, coming down that left hand side through Metcalf, who for me has been right up there as far as the performers are concerned, for the visitors at least. It's been a brave effort from Connolly, fresh off a plane back from Las Vegas.
Good hit.
Nick Hargreaves keeps it moving to Dev Long, stepping, finds half of his supporters drifted in front of him though, can't do much with that, still 30 metres out from the line. Here's Wright, brings it back towards the middle, drops it back over his shoulder, kick forward from Parr, brilliant pick up from Hamilton. Hamilton, can he get into the backfield? No, he can't on this occasion. It's a good tackle from Long, who tries to monster him, looks up to the referee with not much doing, but they're keeping the ball moving here to Harrison Dodd. Rolled to the floor, 30 metres away from the roll line here. Waterhead up by 34 points to 18. Big charge from Mitch Birch, and he's won the penalty as well.
That was clever, that was very clever. He knew he was offside, run straight at him, give the referee no choice whatsoever.
Yeah, he ran for the offside man, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good play. So penalty goes the way of Waterhead. Do they fancy even more points?
And we're playing in time added on now, Parky, as well.
Be quite a lot of that, because there has been a few stoppages this second half.
And we're into 43 minutes, Mike.
Here's Bridge. It's been a good debut for him as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. I think he'll certainly when you get the dry tracks, I think he'll be a tasty centre.
Niall Dean rolled over on his back, 40 metres out. Plays for a penalty. Referee says, no, you're not having one, just get back, play the ball. Moves off to the right hand side. Here's Gina, stepping off that right foot to devastating effect. Took him past one challenge, not out of two or third other men who were coming in with the challenges and tackles. Parnaby, long ball to Keegan Brennan. There's Birch. Good run from Birch. Feeds it out to Brennan.
It's off again.
Brennan in space. Oh, he tried to pin his ears down for the line. He'll look to play this to Perks. Perks, long ball out to Owen. Owen brings it back, slips it out. They keep moving. Here's Gina. Gina gets through the challenge. He's put down 10 metres out. The penalty will come. And the penalty will go to Waterhead. A high challenge on Gina.
What do you think? Kick or tap it?
Depends how long's left. I'd tap and go again, to be honest.
I think now he's going to take it.
Oh, Waterhead being boring. I am jesting. I am jesting, by the way, before anybody around here sort of has me guts for garters. It's probably the right decision, to be honest, because there's no chance of any injuries unless the kicker falls over the ball. They can just manage this end of the game. So this to make it 36 points to 18. And your man of the match, Keegan Brennan, tries to ice his 6th goal. Eminently kickable, this one, 10 metres out from the line.
Got to be said though, I mean, Waterhead, first half, you thought, are they struggling here? Did they feel that these are the big boys and we shouldn't be in their playground? But no, they've grown into the game. And this second half, they've just, the confidence levels have been superb.
You know what, we're going to clip that up. You saying about big boys playing in playgrounds, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Kick comes in from Keegan Brennan. Flags are raised.
Superb.
36 points to 18. Still we play on.
So 36 points to 18.
Last minute, lads. Come on, Timmy. Come on, Percy.
Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this NCL Premium game today here on Mixler. As I said, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and all other socials, Facebook, etc. And also catch us our show on a Wednesday when we will give you a full roundup for all the NCL games and also other games as well that are played. And if you've got anything going on your socials, give us a nod and we'll give you a mention.
Cole Connolly sends this kick long. Oh, it's going to be fumbled, but it goes backwards and they're still throwing the ball about here. Waterhead, and here's Keegan Brennan looking to burst over that 20 metre line. It was the last play. The referee's whistle sounds, and listen, that's history being made here at Waterhead Park. Waterhead Warriors winning their very first game in the National Conference League Premier Division and winning it handsomely, 36 points to 18, Steve.